guys, Tamara here from Create Your Future. I'm here today with a brand new video. I'm going to share some exciting news as well. As many of you might know already, I am going to do my first workshop on everything about SP, like how to get an SP, how to get an SP back if it's an X, how to change or recreate your SP to get exactly what you want. Workshop is going to be 24th of September, Wednesday, 8 p.m. EST, New York time. There are a couple of spots left, and something else very exciting, I decided to offer 25% off coaching with me to all participants of the first workshop. So I hope to see you there. A little sneak peek or a preview if you wish. Today I'm going to share one of the most common pitfalls my clients fall into when it comes to changing their SPs and recreating their SP situation, their relationship with them, how SP treats them, you name it. The number one pitfall, guys, is not seeing, not realizing that you're not going to actually change an old SP before you change yourself, before you shift into a new state of being and you persist in it. So I have a couple of nail polishes here that I'm going to use just to picture this example for you guys, paint this example for you guys. So let's see that you met your SP 5 months ago. And they were really wonderful in the beginning. And this is the most common story I often hear from clients. Like, everything was perfect in the beginning, Tamara. They were great. They were so nice to me. They were flirty. They were pursuing me. What happened? Like, they're totally different. It's not the same person anymore. And I'm like, it isn't. Because guess what? You are not the same person anymore as you were 5, 4, whatever months ago when you met this person. So I'm going to give you this analogy. Let's say that you're feeling really powerful. You're not obsessing over any negative stories about yourself, about your looks, about relationships. You're feeling very confident. You might not even be thinking about any SPs. Okay? So there is a negative story going on inside your head. And then, guess who comes? A new SP. And I'm going to use this traditional symbolism of white being the light and black being the darkness. So this SP that matches your original state, which is I'm confident, I'm secure, I'm good enough, I'm not solving a problem of why an SP is not here, I'm not focusing on any negative story about relationships, I'm just living my life. And then this version, this wonderful, bright, exciting, pursuing version of your SP appears. And you interact with this version in the 3D. Now, here comes the trick. Most of the time, my clients tell me this. Tamara, I have never intended for this person to not pursue me or to be distant, not to want to have kids with me or not to marry me or cheat on me, whatever, you name it. Okay, I understand, and I totally believe them. And I believe you too, guys. I'm pretty sure nobody in their right mind intentionally wants to experience that. It's not like any one of us is sitting here and affirming that their SP is going to be distant, cheat on them, reject them, abandon, whatever. Okay? Which proves the point I have been making throughout all of the videos I have ever made, which is technique doesn't matter. And affirming or scripting or visualizing is not what makes things happen. Okay? It is your dominant state of being. And your state is a sum of all thoughts, but also actions, expectations, decisions you make at any single point in time. So guess what? Going back to my example, I am interacting with this wonderful SP of mine, and let's say one day the SP doesn't call me. And 2 days pass, and SP still hasn't called me. And what do people do? People go straight to, most of the time, go straight to the story. What's happening? Why they're not here? Why aren't they calling me? They're being distant. Have I done something wrong? Why are they being hot and cold? What does this mean for me? And guess what? As soon as you do that, you are immediately in a different state of being. And now you're going to experience this darker, more depressing version of your SP. And then a couple of days more pass. This version of the SP comes to you in your 3D and tells you something like, hey, I've been thinking, I need some space. Like, I'm not ready for this. And you're like, oh, I knew this was gonna happen. Why did he do that? What's the matter with me? What's the matter with this person? Here we go again, especially if this has been a pattern for you guys. And as soon as you do that, guess what happens next? You are going to experience an even darker version of your SP. Now this SP doesn't call you at all anymore. This SP is with a third party. So, point is, guys, you can choose and decide who you are being at any single point in time. And depending on who you are, you're going to experience and interact with different, there are 3 here, but in reality, they're like endless possibilities of different versions of your SP. So, instead of guilt tripping yourself, instead of blaming the SP, instead of having a pity party for yourself, crying over this, asking yourself how, why me, why did this happen, I don't understand. Let this go. You can feel that, okay? Feel that. And then I want you to realize who you really are, guys. I want you to remember what is actually happening. I want you to remember you always have the power to choose what state you are operating from in order to experience this version, the brightest, the best, the most wholesome version of your SP. But you have to decide, you have to persist in that state, you have to detach from these versions, let them go, realize these 2 versions are not the SP you want. This is the one you want. Okay? So focus on this one instead. How? By detaching from an old versions of you and your SP, by reclaiming your power, realizing who you really are, practicing staying in the present moment, and then going back to your desired state over and over and over again. and living from it. Living from it, okay? So it's not like I decide today, okay, I'm in a happy relationship, and 2 minutes pass. Okay, here we go again. Nobody's calling me. I'm single. I'm desperate. I'm alone. That's not living in the state. This is again listening to an old state of being, old identity of yours, and agreeing with this. Instead of detaching, letting it be, and going about your day. Living in the present moment. Okay? I hope this was helpful, and I hope this analogy made sense. If you have any questions, you can write them down in the comments below. I invite you to my workshop where I'm going to explain this in a little bit more detail, and of course expand and talk about other pitfalls and ways of detaching and ways of entering the state of being where you do have the version of your SP you actually want. If you're not a workshop type of person, I'm open for one-on-one coaching, and the links are down below, guys. Thank you for today. I wish you a nice weekend, and see you guys next time.